welcome to day 20 of your 21-day yoga lockdown challenge. So only 2 more flows to go. Today we're going to do a yoga inspired workout. So this will kind of work a little bit like HIIT interval training. So we'll do high intensity and then have a little break and come back into it. So yeah, just see how you guys get on. So we're going to start in a malasana. And you might want to grab some water, so maybe just pause me and maybe even put some music on if this will get you motivated for the session. So in our malasana, we're going to come out of it a little bit, so pushing through our legs so that we're strong through the glutes, and this will just, you should feel your glutes working a lot harder than they were when you just sink into the posture. So we're pushing up through, and then we're going to take some pulses here. So we're going to go for 10, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And we'll take that again. So again, coming out of the posture a little bit and pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just sink into the posture for a little mini break. And then we're going to do some malasana squats. So you can keep your hands where they are, you can have them out in front, it's up to you. So we're going to power through and come up slowly. We'll do 5 of these. So now coming down, up for 2, and down, up for 3, and down, up for 4, and down, and up for 5. Well done. Now just bring your hands to the side, maybe just wiggle out those hips a little bit, and then we're going to come to a downward facing dog. So just stretch out those hamstrings for a second, and now we're going to take some bunny hops. So they can look like this, or they can look like this, just whichever you can do today. So we're going to take 10. So we'll go 1, 2, 'and then we'll just take a child's pose for a little breather before coming into the next exercise. Then we'll push up back into our downward facing dog. And we're going to do some lizard lunges. So we bring that left knee to the outside of the left hand, raise the left hand to the sky, back down, downward facing dog. So we'll do 10 on each side. So we'll go left, all 10 on the left side, then all 10 on the right side. So I'll tell you when we'll change. So left side, ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Number 5. And 10. And just take a downward facing dog or child's pose if that's what your body needs right now. And then we'll come to the right side. So right knee to the outside and step beside the right hand, and then right hand goes up to the sky. So that's 1, downward facing dog. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we'll just take a child's pose. Maybe have some water if you need it. Now we're going to all come to a plank and I'm going to make you hold it. I'm not going to tell you how long for. Just try and see if you can endure the whole time. Even if you're shaking, still try and hold it. And then we'll push back to downward facing dog. So I'll show you the next exercise. So we'll come back to our plank. Then we're going to bring our right hand out in front and hold. And then push back to downward facing dog and touch our left ankle or just wherever you can reach. So it'll look like this. Okay? So everyone in a downward facing dog, and we're going to go for 5 each side. So shift forward to plank, right hand out in front, push back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to plank and hold. And now we've got the other side. So left hand out in front and back to the right ankle for 1 and out, 2, out, 3, out, 4, out, and 5. And back to downward facing dog for a little rest, or coming down to the knees, or child's pose. Whichever level you would like to take it to. Now we're going to come to some downward facing dog, the dolphin push-ups. So we'll push up to our downward facing dog, and then we're going to lower our forearms to the floor into our dolphin, and we're going to push up to downward facing dog. So they'll look like this. You can modify this by going left arm, left arm, and then alternating the direction you go round. So everyone meeting a downward facing dog, choosing which variation you'd like to go for this drill, and we'll go for 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower onto our hands and knees. Amazing. They are hard, those push-ups, so well done if you did the full variation. We're going to come onto our hands and knees, and we're going to do some side crunches. So we're going to have our right leg out long and our left arm out long. No, right arm and right leg out long, and we're going to crunch like this. This is what the exercise will look like. And we're going to go for 15 on each side. So holding out long and going. Also, if you're losing your balance, you can swing this left leg out a little bit, so it will look like this. It's just easier. If you want to test your balance, then the straighter line you have it in, the harder it is going to be able to do. So we'll go for 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And lower, and just sink back for a second, before coming onto the left side. So back to hands and knees, left arm out long, right leg out long. Again, you can turn that right leg out a little bit just to hold your balance easier. So we'll go for 15 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and lower. And just sink back again. Maybe coming up, stretching out those ankles if you would like to. And then we're going to come back forward into our plank. And we're going to shift onto our left side, so outer edge of the left foot and the left hand. And we're going to open our arm into side plank. You can modify this by lowering the knee, and it will look like this. It's up to you. Now we're going to shift this right arm overhead, and we're going to do a similar exercise to what we just did on our knees. So lift that right leg off the other one, and we're going to crunch again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower into a normal plank. And then we're going to shift over onto the other side, so right hand comes in the middle, shift onto the outer edge of the right foot. But again, remembering you can always modify this. Arm over the head, leg up, and we're going to crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through centre and push those hips back into a downward facing dog. Suddenly downward dog feels like a real rest. Now we're going to bring our left foot into the centre, raise our right leg up to the sky, bring our knee to our nose, and we'll pulse 1, 2, 3, and then step between your hands and power up into our high lunge. So we're going to pulse here for 5, so lowering that back knee to about 1 inch or 2 off the mat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. And now we're going to push up to a warrior 3. Arms out in front or arms to chest, and then we're going to pulse here. 1, 2, 3, and lower. We'll do that again, so a pulse here for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power up into our warrior 3 and pulse for 1, 2, 3, and lower back. We're going to do that one more time, so pulse here for 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up to warrior 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to lower our hands to the mat, so you might need to bend through that right knee, and that's absolutely fine. And we're just going to kick up and switch the legs over so that we're landing in a high lunge. We're just switching over our feet, so I'll show you what it looks like. Just like that. So coming onto back to our right foot, we'll all do it together. So kicking up through hands down and just switching the legs over. And then we should end up back in our warrior, our high lunge on the left side. So left foot in front, right foot back, and we'll take these pulses. So we'll go for 5, so lowering our knee to 1 inch or 2 off the mat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. power up into our warrior three, arms out in front for more of a challenge, or arms to chest in prayer. And we'll pulse for 1, 2, 3, and lower to our high lunge, and pulse for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, power up to our warrior three, and pulse for 1, 2, 3, lower back to our high lunge, pulse one more time here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, power up to our warrior three, and pulse 1, 2, 3. Now we'll fly that leg back. Now from our high lunge, we're just going to twist and face the other side of the mat. So now I'm facing you. We're coming to our goddess. So we'll just take a moment here to bend through the shoulder and just stretch out for a moment before we get into new exercise. So here we're going to come to our goddess pulses now. So hands to our chest, or you can bring them up. It's up to you. And we're going to pulse for 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then push up. And you give those hips a little wiggle out, and then we're going to come down again and take that again. So come down and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And then maybe just wiggle out again, just loosening up those hips. Now we'll come back into our goddess squat one last time, and we're going to come up onto the toes of the right foot and hold, and lower, and then come up onto the toes of the left foot and lower. And now we're going to come up onto both the toes of both feet and hold, smiling if possible, and lower and push up. And now we're just going to heel toe our feet in slightly, and then just squat down into our malasana. Just take a couple of breaths here to rejuvenate. And then we're just going to come onto our bums, and we're going to come into a boat posture. So legs out in front, arms out in front, and we'll just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to do some twists. So you need to bring your hands to heart center, and we're just going to twist to the right, then to the left, like that. The bigger the twist, the better for your obliques it's going to be. So up to you how deep you take it. So we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug our knees in. And we're going to take that again. So if you'd like to challenge yourself more, you can have straight legs and go like that, or just keep them bent. It's up to you. So we'll go right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug our knees in again. Now we're going to come to some boat lowers, so they'll look like this. So straighten the legs and up. So we'll go for 10. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug ourselves in one last time. Now we're going to do some boat rocks. So we're going to rock back and come up to standing using just our feet if we can, so not putting our hands onto the mat. So we'll rock back for 1 and shoot up, and then lower again and up, and one more time, up. And then we'll all just take a forward fold here Feet can be hip width distance apart, and you can just hang in ragdoll, so maybe catching each elbow with the opposite hand and just swaying here. Now we're going to slowly lower, head and neck coming up last. Then we're going to bring our feet together, toes touching, heels slightly apart, and we're going to squat down into our chairs. So squat down and hold. Now we're going to see if we can come up onto our tiptoes and hold our chairs again. And lower the heels. Now we're going to see if we can lift up that right leg higher up the mat. So we're just powering through our left glute and lower. And then the same on the other side. Bringing that left leg up, still sinking those hips down towards the mat. Lower, and then release into a forward fold. Shaking out those legs if you need to. Now we're going to jump back to a plank, so bending the knees, jump back to plank. We'll just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll lower all the way down to the mat and push up to a cobra pose. Don't worry, we're winding down now. Stretching out that core. And then we'll push back to the downward facing dog. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Bring it to the nose, and then we're going to come down into a pigeon posture. So that foot is coming towards the left hand, the right bum cheek is coming towards the mat. Just feel nice stretch in the hips and through the legs. Now we'll inhale, hands up to the sky. And then we're going to lower into our reclined or sleeping pigeons. Just take a well-deserved rest here. We've worked so hard. And then we'll push up. Bring that right leg to meet the left. Maybe shake it out a little bit. And then we'll power through, push this left knee to nose, and then place it across into a pigeon on the left side. So left foot coming towards the right hand. Grow tall in our pigeon whilst we get comfortable. And then we'll come into our sleeping pigeons again on the left side. Back up to a downward facing dog. Just shake that leg out, and then we'll just come to a seated position on the mat, so however you wish to get there, and we'll close the practice. Feel free to take Shavasana if you wish. So we'll all grow tall, roll our shoulders down our spine. And we'll just take a couple of releasing breaths here. So inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale. And one more, inhale. And exhale. Namaste. Thank thank you everyone. Hopefully you got a bit sweaty there in that yoga inspired workout, so something a little bit different for you guys to try. You might feel a little bit tight and a little bit achy after that, so I would recommend doing the day 4 stretch if you feel like you might get a little bit achy, and it'll just give you a chance to wind down after getting a little bit fiery in that workout. So yeah, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and yeah, can't wait to see you guys back on the mat tomorrow for a really fun last final yoga flow for the 21-day challenge. Bye!